It's Madden.
Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And off we go from Seattle.
Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
As I remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia, he was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now first, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
On 2nd down, here's Henry.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Tannehill on first down. He dumps it off for Henry.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
First carry of the game for Hassan Haskins.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Tannehill.
This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing now is Geno. Forced out to his left. Goodwin able to haul it in.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the gun, here's Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Again, Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. to boot it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Off play action, Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Tannehill now to throw.
Pass complete on the crossing route. This is Hooper.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Now a first down throw, Tannehill.
Caught by Woods. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Tannehill.
Another targeting catch for Robert Woods. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Tannehill. And they're able to stop him short. On third 6, they'll only pick up 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand.
On first down, they'll kick off the drive with Dallas.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
On third down, here's Walker.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, Here's Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On first down, it's Tannehill. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On first down, Tannehill. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Play action, it's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill rolling to his right. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it's capped off by the Austin Hooper touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Smith. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Geno down to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Now here's Michael Dixon, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at the 20. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it'll be Titan football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 33 yards that time.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On 1st and 10, Tannehill rolling to his left. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might come in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Tannehill on 1st down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, Tannehill. And Woods has it complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Tannehill.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Tannehill. That one caught downfield. It's Hooper.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st row. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it. couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough. And these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and some packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there. Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Airing it out deep for Woods. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Josh Jones. And he will be out of bounds. So, partner, that means we got some free football. We're headed to overtime.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Titans who will control the football first here in overtime as we're back underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Henry.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. I want to take that course.
83 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out. Right? We got to overtime, and then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy, but the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. But Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Smith with his first throw of OT.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Geno. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll try for the first with Walker.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Here we go, set. 60 vices, 60 vices.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
A nice little juke. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, You just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Smith. Flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out come the Titans now.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A huge play there in overtime. 63 yards. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense. In overtime to put them in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a hot time across the Cumberland tonight. The Titans have won it. So as it turns out, a two-play drive resulting in the field goal. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth.